Welcome, everyone. Let's think about this for a second. Imagine having the key to unlock a conversation with over 1 billion people. Well, today we're going to forge that key. We're diving right into the absolute core of Mandarin Chinese, how to introduce yourself and have that very first, very real conversation.
So, are you ready to get started? We're going to deconstruct the essential patterns you need for a proper Mandarin introduction. You know, it's a lot like building with Legos. First, we're going to look at each individual piece, understand exactly how it works, how it connects, and by the end of this, you'll have built a complete, confident conversation, right from the ground up.
Okay, first things first. Where does any connection begin? With names, of course. This is the universal starting point for any interaction, so let's master how to ask for and give a name in Mandarin. All right, here's our first key phrase. Listen closely to the pronunciation. 你叫什么名字? Let's break that down. The tones here are absolutely crucial. The first word, ni, has a third tone. It's a dipping tone. Your voice should go down and then back up, kind of like a little check mark. Then, 叫 is a sharp falling fourth tone. Now the grammar here is wonderfully logical. Literally translated, it's you called what name. It's a simple subject-verb-object structure, which is just fantastic for learners.
And the response? Well, it's just as direct and follows that exact same logic. 我叫, followed by your name. Now look at the beautiful symmetry here. Ni, which means you from the question, simply becomes 我, which means I in the answer. That's it. 我 also has that same dipping third tone. So for example, I would say 我叫和 speaker. Go on, I want you to try it right now with your own name. Say it out loud, 我叫.
Excellent. So, we've exchanged names. What's the natural next step in getting to know someone? Well, finding out where they're from is a great way to build rapport and learn a bit about their background. Let's tackle that.
And here is the question for that. 你是哪国人? Let's really pull this one apart. 你是 means you are. Now that she sounds can be a little tricky. It's not like the English word she. Try curling the tip of your tongue up toward the roof of your mouth. 是. Then we have 哪国, which means which country, and 人, which means person. So you are literally asking, you are which country person? See? The logic is so clear once you see the components.
The answer follows that same beautiful modular logic. You just swap out the question part, 哪国, or which country, with your specific country. So if you're from America, you'd say 我是美国人. If you're from the UK, 我是英国人. You literally just plug your country's name right in before the word ren. It's like a formula.
Now, looking at this side by side really highlights the elegant simplicity of this structure. Notice that the core pattern, 是, 人, am is person, stays exactly the same in both the question and the answer. The only things that change are the subject, which flips from ni to 我, and the country itself. When you master this one pattern, you haven't just learned one sentence. You've learned the entire concept for both asking and answering. It's incredibly efficient.
Okay, we have our building blocks. We have the name block and the nationality block. Now for the fun part. Let's assemble them into a complete, natural-sounding dialogue. This is where it all clicks together.
This flow shows the entire exchange. Now, let's hear how it sounds in practice. I'll act it out so you can hear the tone and flow. So, person A might ask, with a questioning intonation, 你叫什么名字? Person B replies, with a simple statement tone, 我叫什么名? Then person A might follow up with, 你是哪国人? And person B answers, 我是什么国人? And just like that, you've had a simple, direct, polite, and complete conversation.
So, what's the most important thing to take away from all this? It's that these 4 sentences are way more than just words. They're your toolkit. They are your ticket to starting a real conversation. Let's review them one last time to really lock them into your memory. Here they are, all in one place. These 4 patterns are your absolute foundation. I want you to practice them until you don't even have to think about them. And here's why that is so important. Mastering these simple phrases doesn't just teach you vocabulary, it builds the confidence you need for every single future interaction you're going to have in Mandarin. That confidence is everything. Just think about that for a moment. A few minutes ago, these phrases might have looked completely foreign, but now you hold the pattern that can open a connection to a whole new world of people. A world of new friends, new colleagues, new experiences. So the only question left really is, who are you going to talk to first?